Kenny Reid. Let's do it. The Nova Scotia lad. How you doing, Kenny?
Good, buddy. Hey, look, Rod, we're in sync today. My coffee mug matches your shirt, so there you go.
I love
and
it.
If we're in sync, I call Lance Bass. I get to be Lance Bass. He's my favorite.
Oh, boy, I am not surprised. Yeah, I like two kinds of music, Kenny, country and Western. So
yeah, I like rock and roll. There you go. Although I am a big Merle Haggard guy, I like my Willie Nelson. I like the old school country.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Listen, before we get into the Bluebirds, and you knew that's why I wanted to chat with you, NFL OT rules. How are you on them?
How could you not enjoy what happened last night? I mean, I could care less who won that game last night. I didn't have any money on it. I wasn't a fan of either team. But from a pure entertainment standpoint, I don't know how you could have a problem with the OT rules last night. That was just a blast. The whole fourth quarter in OT was a blast. I mean, I have no problem with the OT rules, to be honest. I'm not going to sit here and yell about it because for me, nothing to yell about at all.
No, and you know, so you speak about that because all my friends, I said this when we opened up the show, they're like, are you watching the Monday Nighter? Yes, we all are, okay? Put your phone down and just enjoy. From the Bruce Buffer to Steve Aoki, the DJ, to everything that they had. Man, every game in the NFL is a Grey Cup. I noticed that years ago when I started going to the games. The entertainment factor, it's no longer, Ken, the no-fun league.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback styles changed so much. That's added to the fun. I mean, back in the day, just standing in the pocket, not moving, that wasn't all that entertaining. You know, three yards running every time. To be honest, it's more like the CFL in the 80s than the CFL is now. It's just, it's wide open. I enjoy it. I love the way the OT is set up for entertainment because, I mean, you know, if you're a fan of a team and they win a good old defensive battle 10-7, you love it. But you're the only person who loves it. For the rest of us, it's boring as old heck. I mean, the Florida Panthers, when they went to the Stanley Cup final in, what was it, 96 or something like that? Yep. Florida Panthers fans loved it. Everybody else hated it. It was boring. All due respect to my good pal, the legend, Doug McClain. But the NFL they've set their rules up so that it's entertaining. And National Hockey League could learn a bit from them. Protect quarterbacks, protect superstars. Won't get into that. But I don't know how you can complain about the show that they put on in Vegas last night. And that show was long overdue. Let's face it, last year there's no glitz and glamour in Vegas last year, no fans because of the pandemic. And I mean, Bruce Buffer kicking it off. That was just heavy metal. That was awesome.
Everything about I was just ensconced in it. And we haven't even talked about the Eli and Peyton Manning broadcast, which incidentally, did you catch any of that, by the way?
I caught a bit of it, and I'll tell you this, my good friend, your good friend, the Arm Dog, Colby Armstrong, he had that idea years ago to do games like that. It just never came about. Colby, don't let his nose fool you. He's one smart dude. I love the bringing in the different guys. I think Wilson. I caught some of Wilson. I caught some of Ray Lewis with them. I love when Peyton's helmet was too small. It's just entertainment. Like loosen it up a little bit. I think that's a good idea for all broadcasters. Not all, but be who you are, right? Be yourself. Like you and I were a little more loose, Rod. So I don't like to go on and be stuffy, so I really enjoyed that part of the broadcast.
Well, you should have fun with it. And you say that about Army. Mike Abu-Meshrik, a 10-year CFLer who's from Toronto. He lives out here now, but he had that same idea about football 10 years ago. Yeah. And I said, Abu, I'm sick of listening to you. Why would anybody want to see that? Well, he thought about it, and it was great last night.
And it's kind of scary because maybe it's not good for guys in our position. We might lose our jobs but hey, man, it's entertainment. I know I got a timeline on me. So as long as the fans are entertained, I'm cool with it. And if I'm not mistaken, it was like the alternate broadcast, right? So, I mean, there's lots of windows there. And like what Nickelodeon did with football a little while back, just make it more entertaining. Not everybody likes to sit and watch us stuffy broadcasters. So give people an alternative. What's ESPN do with, what game is it they do that, 58 different versions of what's going on? And one of the bowl games, I want to say, or maybe, just make it entertaining for the person at home. And given that we have so many options for entertainment now, people aren't just going to sit and watch the same old style. So that works for me. Like I love watching a traditional broadcast, but it doesn't work for everyone. So give people an alternative, and you'll get more people into the party.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you say, it might put us out of work. I don't care. I'm not worried about competition. Entertaining is entertaining. Give me more. Yes. I just want the best person on the air. So to the Blue Jays, Ken, I can't forget how upset you were at their gaffes earlier on this summer. And I wonder about guys like you that now they're 12-1 in September. You're going, where would they be if they got their act together a couple months ago?
It's hard to, well, they'd probably be ahead of Tampa. I'd like to say, like, in one-run games, they're not good. And it's funny, I was talking to my brother the other day, and this Jays team, let's face it, it's built to score probably at least 6 runs a game. They're scoring a lot more than that in September. But this team was never designed to win 2-1. They were designed to win, 8-5 or 9-8. And the way they're going to win is with a lot of runs because, let's face it, they're going to give up a lot of runs. You wouldn't know it the way they're pitching lately. Manoah was fantastic last night, but in one-run games, they're not good. And this is a team that was built to rig. Start of the season, we said they're going to score runs. How are they going to pitch? Well, if you get a little pitch in and they get that improved bullpen, it's going to make for what we're seeing now. But you look back, I think there was a stint in May where they had a tough time. Obviously, they went 4-10 there in August at one point. And when they go 4-10 at a point in August, you're thinking, okay, it's over. But if this season was a movie, Rod, and I said this on the air last night, this would be the montage in the movie. You know how every movie has a montage where they just start kicking butt and everything goes well, like in Scarface or like in Major League, and the song comes up and everything's going well. We're in the montage, it's Bull Durham. We're in the montage stage of the Blue Jays season. So now it's going well. And when the montage ends, that's when reality hits. So what's going to happen with reality? Are they going to go over the top? Sylvester Stallone, or is it going to end poorly? But after the montage, no movie ends in a montage, right? The montage is that awesome part that builds you up to the critical part. The critical part is coming, but right now, enjoy the montage because, in the words of the guys from South Park, everybody loves a montage. So just enjoy this montage, Brian.
Fair. But I guess my question is, are you a believer because of after what they did last night to the Rays? They slapped around the division leaders.
Yeah.
You saw what Kiermaier said. They kicked our ass. How do you see this movie ending, or is that an unfair question?
Well, the old coin flip, right? They're going to be in a wild card game. So baseball is designed to even out after 162 games. So it's going to be a wild card game. It's going to be a coin flip. I'll take the Blue Jays, given their power. I don't know. If they get over the wild card game, I firmly believe this team could go a long way. As long as the bullpen holds up. The starting pitching has been really, really good. It's funny that like the one starting pitcher that maybe hasn't been pulling his weight is Ryu, and he was, supposed ace, but he'll get there. I don't worry about him. But if they get over that wild card game, because, baseball, one game winner take all, that's a tough scenario for any baseball team. I mean, Baltimore could beat Tampa on any given day, kind of. So if they get over that wild card game, look out. But man, I so wish there was 50,000 people in the stands last night, but I'm glad there's people in the stands. At least 15,000 of them, but I don't know how you could bet against this team. Everybody hit. Isn't it like when you saw what their 7, 8, 9 guys did last night? I think their 7, 8, 9 guys went a combined, I want to say, 9 for 11, somewhere in that range. And Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is the 7th guy in your lineup. That's when you know you got some bad. When a guy's hitting, 405 in September, and he's 7th in your lineup. I don't know how you could bet against the Jays at this point. But, one game winner take all, it's a coin flip, but I don't know how you could bet against them right now.
232 home runs lead the majors. By the way, I do like, as you know, to welcome in the viewers here. And I just want to say from Robert de Champlain, he says, late, but good morning from Quebec. I'll say, bon matin, Robert. Bienvenue.
Wow, Samuel's great grandson.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, there you go. Chateau Champlain, where we did our show from in Montreal.
Awesome.
Who is it? Leighton Janice on YouTube says you can't have Ken Reid on without a little hockey card talk. And like every time I'm in Sport Check, or what was this, Hockey Life? Is that the store we were running in Calgary?
Yeah.
I see the packs of, I see the packs of cards. I'm like, I want to, but I'm in my mid-40s. Like, do you deal with only older cards, Ken, or do you buy new packs?
I'm an old card guy. I guess I would be referred to in the hobby as a vintage guy. But vintage now goes right up to the 80s and 90s. But I buy card. My son's into it. He's 8. So he'll buy packs. And come on, I'll be honest. I peek into them as well. There's a baseball set out right now called Allen and Ginter that's absolutely gorgeous that I really like. But so, I'm a baseball card guy too. But I'm pretty much a vintage guy. Don't go around buying new packs. But when I go to Tim Hortons, let's face it, I'm going to buy a pack, right? They're 99 cents. It's awesome. I love it. Like, so why resist, right? We were just talking about entertainment and fun. Like, when I go to a pool, I don't just kind of slide in. I'm going to cannonball, man. I'm a middle-aged man, but I'm still a child inside. You know, grow up, don't grow old. So, yeah, I rip open hockey packs. But do I collect hardcore the new stuff? No. Do I think it's absolutely gorgeous? Yes. What Upper Deck has done with hockey cards is crazy. But I love watching my kid open packs. It's a blast. But next time you're in line, Rod, seriously, rip open a pack. You'll feel better. It's gonna bring you right back to childhood, man. And who doesn't like that, right?
First pack I ever opened, OPG. I had doubles of Blaine Stoughton, Hartford Whalers, with like
Blaine Stoughton, sniper.
Yeah, something like that. With a stick of gum that was like a cindercrete block, as you recall. Remember those? And the cards smelled like they don't have that anymore.
Oh, could you imagine if you opened 36 packs of OPG and then went through airport security back in the day with all that white dusty stuff on you? They would haul you in a second. That was the best, man. And to me, that's why it's funny because we're sitting here doing a sports show, and I'm pretty much guessing most of us fell in sports as a child, and this is a link in a way to our childhood. And to me, that's what cards are as well, right? The link to my childhood, the way I can enjoy the game. Plus, you get informed on it, which is pretty nice too. Because back in the day, you saw Blaine Stoughton on TV. You didn't know until you turned that card over that he started his career with the Toronto Maple Leafs, right? You're saying Blaine Stoughton, Hartford Whalers, Long Cooperall, Toronto Maple Leafs? Yes, true. Blaine Stoughton, 50 goal man, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah,
we're pretty dang close back in the day. Yeah.
I'll have to go to the big board here. I'll figure it out in the break. Ken, always fun.
Yeah. I was just going to say the reason Dennis Marouk went and coached in the Whipple, the Western Professional Hockey League back in the day, is because he ran into Blaine Stoughton at a golf event, and Blaine Stoughton said, "Come on down and coach." And that's how Denny Marouk, 60-goal man, ended up in Texas for a couple of years. So
with the big handlebar mustache. Blaine Stoughton from Gilbert Plains, Manitoba, former Flin Flon bomber. And
did he get 50?
Lit the lamp 56 time with the Hartford Whalers. 79-80. 79-80.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Everybody got 50 and 81, 82.
Yes, 79-80. Yeah. Okay. Kenny, as always, a blast. Keep up the good work, my man. Thanks for the time today.
You too, Rod. I love what you guys are doing, man. It's awesome. So thanks for having me. And as always, tucked in deep.
You bet. There you go. I appreciate the time, Ken, and the support. Ken Reid joining us from Rogers Sportsnet. We'll be right back. Brady Leavold, hang on. I'll get to your comment on everybody else on all of this. We got hockey cards, Chris Jones, overtime rules. We are the Golden Corral of sports talk. A little something for everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the RP Show on YouTube. And don't forget, we're live daily on YouTube from noon to 2 Eastern. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. And if you like the program, check around for other segments of The Rod Pedersen Show here on YouTube.